Hi there, welcome back to the Kinter. Apologies we haven't posted for a couple of weeks. It's been far too hot to be doing anything, well over 40 degrees. And last week, like many others in Portugal, we were a little bit preoccupied with other events. You'll see that in the video coming up. We haven't been idle though. We have been doing a lot of work regarding the final designs for the house and some of the costings, etc., which you're also going to see. So enjoy the video. As the dogs walk away nonchalantly, as if nothing has happened, we find a selection of my underwear that have been spread around, and this is what they did in the night to the foam which goes underneath our chairs.
Cushions.
Oh, cushions, sorry, yeah.
Extra support.
So, yeah. You gotta love them, eh?
So today we just had a delivery. Our drop bolts, I think that's what they're called. Drop bolts.
The drop bolts for the gates,
have arrived, thankfully, so we can do our last little finish on the gates. Also, we've ordered something else, but we're a little bit worried that the spelling might be wrong. So, yeah. So let's have a look. Now, for a lot of people that live rurally in Portugal, we can't. Oh, hello, Luna. We can't actually have deliveries at our farm. So we have a post box at the post office where majority of our deliveries go to, and sometimes things get delivered to our local cafe. They're kind enough to take things in for us, which is what happens for a lot of people that live on rural farms in Portugal. So, yay. Nice, large drop bolts. And also a sign for the farm.
Is it bent?
No, it's not bent. It's not bent. Oh, and a couple of handles for the gates. It's not bent. But is the spelling correct? The plan is we're going to mount this on a nice piece of wood. I've took a picture of Justin's attempt at a sign for the farm, which we'll show you. But the suspense. You'll just wait.
You know, I've got things to do.
I know. Hang on. Is it spelt correctly?
I don't know, because you got it the wrong way round.
Oh, yeah. Is it spelt correctly?
It is.
So, and then we'll mount it on a nice piece of wood.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will look smarter than the sign we have now.
Yes. No, fair play. I think that's a good shout. I mean, thank you, Timu. How much was it?
22 euros.
22 euros.
Well, so, yeah, I mean, the wood will probably cost double that you're going to mount it on. But that's a little bit better than what we got, surely. Yeah?
Absolutely.
And we will show you the finished article, and we've got a nice piece of wood for it to go on.
Good. Good morning. It's a Monday morning. It is 8 a.m. and it's already knocking on 29 degrees here in Portugal. So today is apparently supposed to be the hottest day of the year, so we want to get this done now. I'm on the roof of what will be our bathroom, and what we need to do is we need to get the tape measure out and measure from the top of the roof all the way down here to the edge of this, what will be the bathroom, because when we come to order our sandwich panels, or the insulated panels which are going to go underneath the tiles, we need to know what sort of length we're looking at. So it's a little bit sketchy walking on that roof. There's a few rotten beams.
Well,
yeah,
this is where we get water in. However, these chimneys are both going to be coming down.
yes. Luckily this one is made out of tijolo tiles, so that it's not like it's substantial brick or anything. But I'm going to quickly scoot up there with the tape measure to the top and scoot back down again.
And hope that you don't fall
Through the roof.
roof.
Yeah.
Because there is a good chance you could.
It might do, yeah. I can see where it was leaking inside as well.
I'm a little bit scared about you doing that.
It'll be what it will be.
Ah?
It will be what it will be. Oh! They move a lot.
Go up by the edge.
That's right, I think I found a beam.
Oh, Jesus.
What we got?
Right, to the edge,
Yep.
it is 20...
20?
No, hang on. 7.25 meters.
Okay.
No, 7 meters 35.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, that's a bit sketchy.
I know. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're braver than I am.
That's a bit loose there. Right, so basically an 8-metre panel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just for explanation, we are keeping this roof. It's a flat roof. It is made with concrete beams and blocks. And the new insulated panel will come over the top of this. So effectively this will be a void, if you like.
Could be a storage area.
Could be a small one.
Yeah.
But obviously we need to change the pitch of the roof slightly. But there's no point taking this roof off. It's completely sound. It doesn't leak. And when I come to take this chimney off, initially I'm just going to take it down to about there. That stops any water ingress coming in. I can then take the rest of the fireplace below it out. And yeah, that will then give us a space, basically. And if I need to, I can put something over the top of that just to keep the rain out. So on the list this week will be knocking this chimney down and taking the internals out of the what was once a kitchen but will be a bathroom. This is the other chimney going down to the house. There is no fireplace below it, so I think currently that's probably just loitering on the edge, but unfortunately water's got in at some point previous to us buying the property, and the beams have rotted out a little bit, and some of the, as you can see, some of the tiles have lifted as the beams drop away below it. So this is the source of some of the water that gets in. Yes, so hence the need to change the roof. If you haven't seen the other videos, we are going to keep these tiles. We're going to reuse them. We quite like the fact they've got a bit of an age and a patina to them. We'll clean them up a little bit. We don't want to completely get rid of the sort of moss effect. And that way it doesn't look like a great big bright orange brand new roof. So there we go. So this is the view from the top of the flat roof as well, a big pile of rubble. Obviously a lot of tijolo and that sort of thing. This is effectively where they scraped off the stuff to make the foundations and the floors. But we've really got to start working our way through this. Just picking out the nicer boulders and just leaving the tijolo and the concrete behind. But that's quite a pile.
That's a huge pile.
It is, isn't it? So, but there we go. We've got the measurement for the roof from the top down to the edge. We've now got to do the same thing for this side of the house to make sure that we've got the right size panels for that. We can't assume this is the same length as the other side. It looks it, but we need to make absolutely sure. And then we've also got to measure this distance. So from the end of the bathroom, what is effectively the end of the house, all the way through to where the rebuild is going to finish.
Got that wrong. We've got to incorporate the bathroom because it's going to go all the way up.
I know.
Oh, what you said.
So from the edge of the house.
Oh, okay. That's what you said. Sorry.
No. And then all the way to where the build is approximately going to finish. So we know how many meters of panels we need lengthways, basically. So I'm going to go back up a ladder. Yay.
And you love heights.
I love heights. So, yeah. It's now a few days after we took the measurements from the roof, and we know approximately we need 200 square meters of roof.
Yes.
So that's obviously more than what's on the roof at the moment. The reason being is this entire front of the house, there'll be a veranda going over the top.
Covered terrace.
Covered terrace, whatever you want to call it, yeah. And we're now in a bit of a dilemma. We've got some pretty rough costings, and we've got effectively 3 options, haven't we?
Yeah, so we have 3 options for the roof. Our first option, what we always thought we were going to do a sandwich panel.
Insulated sandwich panels, yeah.
Yeah, sandwich panel. Followed by our old roof tiles going on top of that.
Yeah. We wanted to try and keep some sort of aesthetic aged look to it, didn't we?
Yes, yeah, we were trying to keep it looking rustic if we could. Our second option was going to be just to do a tiled roof, and then we will go down the normal route of insulation, board, etc.
Yeah.
And then our third option was to go for a thicker sandwich panel that had like a roof effect tile on the top. So we looked at pricing all 3 of these options, and the costings are a rough estimate. We probably might have missed a few things out, and we might have overpriced a couple of things, but what we have done is when we've priced these options, we've done it with new tiles in case we cannot use the ones we've got for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, the cheapest option to do the roof is to just do tiles.
Yeah. But what that does mean is we'd have to put extra thick insulation underneath.
Yes.
And you'd have to board both sides of the roof and everything.
So that cost works out, it's probably going to be around the €8,500 mark. And that's with us doing all the work. The other thing what we've decided against is we're not using wood. We are going to go down the metal route.
Yeah, you'll see why later in the video.
Yeah, and also with costings, wood is very expensive at the moment, and it does come out a little bit cheaper, but it's also for safety reasons why we would go for to do it in metal. We do have a concrete option as well, which we're going to look at and we haven't looked at yet. So we're going to get a little bit more advice on that, and we will also price that up as well, because that is an option.
Beams,
concrete beams would be an option as well. So the second price is just for insulated roofing panels. I think they were the thickest ones.
Yeah, 60 millimetre thickness.
Yeah, that's at the
thinner bit.
thinnest part,
Yeah.
and then but they are shaped like that
Yeah.
with the tiles. And that price comes in, so with panels and again with metal beams, is just under 10,000 euros. And our final option to do panels and tiles, we are probably looking at somewhere around the 13,000 euro mark. And bearing in mind, this is with us doing the work. This is not at the moment paying anybody to come in and help us or anything. That is just on materials alone. So that's our dilemma, which we do have to think about. And also it is down to budget. We've got a lot of other work that needs going on. So budget will play a part in it. But the other thing as well, the reason why we were maybe erring towards panels is because it would be a quicker process.
Yeah, it's a quicker process. We have changed our plans. We are not going to do one single sort of 8 metre insulated panel all the way from the top of the house roof all the way down to cover the patio area or veranda. We think it'd be nicer to have a little step in it. So we'll have the top of the roof, then we'll have the secondary roof just coming off here at that sort of angle. Yeah,
that does mean we just do need to build up slightly.
Yeah.
What we've got at the moment, to
half a metre or something,
so that can give us
that little extra bit of space
to do it.
So yeah, we always knew it was going to be a big number. Unfortunately, as I say, the option that we wanted, which was an insulated panel and then the old tiles on top, you've effectively got to build 2 frames. You've got to build a frame for the panel to go on, then a frame again for the tiles to sit on, and everything needs to be a bit beefier because of the extra weight of the tiles, etc. The problem with using, or one of the potential problems of using just a sandwich panel on its own, whilst the insulation properties are very good, they can be noisy. So in any case, whatever option we're going to do, we're still going to put some extra insulation, probably the thermal sound deadening type insulation on the inside as well. So that seems to be.
And if anyone has any tips who does have a sandwich panel roof,
yeah,
is it noisy, and how did they combat the noise issue with? Yeah, how did they do it? Let us know.
Bear in mind, we're not going to have any floors in this house. Everything is going to be vaulted ceilings to the top. The house itself isn't very tall. To put ceilings in would mean anybody slightly vertically challenged is going to feel a bit cramped in. So we've decided to leave it open.
And also because the rooms are not going to be huge, so it'll hopefully give it more of a feeling of space. So.
Yes, indeed. So that's our dilemma. If anybody's got any thoughts, which option we should go for, please let us know in the comments. But I think at the moment, the sandwich panel with a bit of insulation underneath is the one that's winning it, isn't it?
Yeah, because it would be so much quicker for us to take that option.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts? Let us know. Today we're off to Fundal. We need to go to the timber yard. We need to order some nice couple of pieces of wood for our bathroom project. And a nice piece of wood to complete our black metal sign that we want to mount onto. So yeah, hopefully it should be a successful trip. Caesar at the timber yard's really helpful, so we're gonna try and explain to him what he wants, get it ordered today and probably pick it up next week.
It's normally about a week.
It's normally about a week to
we want some signature pieces, not just any old bit of wood.
Yes, we want something a little bit fancy. So we're going to go and see what he's got. What was that?
Oh, hang on. That was the AdBlue.
Oh, it tipped over.
Yeah.
But luckily didn't spill anywhere. Okay. So we'll take you along and hopefully show you a little bit of the timber yard as well.
nice to it, but quite colourful, but maybe a little bit noisy being this close to the dual carriageway.
What have we just realised?
It's the potential is he might be closed because it is holiday.
It's August,
Yeah.
and some of the family-run businesses close for a couple of weeks, don't they, in August? So we may get here, and he may be shut and on holiday.
Yeah. No, he's open.
Oh, relief! He's open. Oh, I don't know where you're going to park.
Some of the size of this wood. Beams they've got made already, look. So successful trip. We've got the wood on order, and actually I think pretty good deal on it really.
Well, he's going to plane it, sand it, and stain it for us.
Yeah. So, but the trouble is that they won't be able to do it this week, which we knew anyway, and then he's actually on holiday the following week. So it's going to be a couple of weeks before we get the piece of wood.
But it'll be worth the wait.
Yes. So but we're very pleased. Also looking at options regarding things like the actual roof beams in wood rather than the proposed metal structure we're going to use at the moment. That might be budget driven, but you never know. But
so we are going to take measurements for that, and then when we go back to pick up our shelves, he's going to do the design and work out a quote for us.
Yes, indeed.
Because they will build
all the trusses
for us. Yes. So if you need any timber and you're in the area, he's definitely the person to go and see.
Go and see Caesar. Speaks excellent English as well. Well, it's the day after my birthday, and we've had an eventful couple of days, so much so that my birthday was a bit of a write-off. So, Wednesday, we took Roscoe to be sterilised, so that was all good. So, our little ginger boy is now a Jaffa, and we collected him at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, got back here, Daisy and Duke came out to greet us, and we just suddenly noticed there was a lot of blood around Duke's nose. So we sort of investigated a little bit more, and it was properly dripping out of his nose, and then when it was beginning to clot, he'd then sneeze, and out came this big snotty booger, basically. So we rang the vets. They said if it doesn't stop bleeding within an hour, we might have to come in. So eventually, cut long story short, at 9:15 at night, I then have to drive back into the city with Duke. They run some blood tests. They keep him in overnight, which meant our plans for my birthday, when Barb and I were going to go to a river beach, that didn't happen because we couldn't pick Duke up until 1 o'clock. He's fine. Nothing to worry about. They think he might just banged his nose, a bit like getting punched on the nose, I guess, if we're human. So that didn't happen. And then what also happened is the water pump, which feeds the caravan. So the water comes out of the tap, goes into a barrel, and then when you turn the tap on in the caravan, this little water pump pumps water around the caravan and into the hot water tank. That decided to pack up as well. So we've been having to boil a kettle to do the washing up. We've got no running water. So yesterday afternoon I ordered 2 new pumps, thinking they wouldn't be here till next week. So this was, yesterday, Thursday, I ordered these at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they've arrived by 10 o'clock this morning, which is a result.
Which is very unexpected
Yeah.
for Portugal.
Yeah, but God bless DPD. So they did very well on that one. So now I've just got to reconnect up the pump to the system and get this all working again so we can actually have running water. And this time, as I say, we've bought a spare. So if it happens again, I've got one on the shelf. So there you go. So we're going to do a rerun of my birthday day next week. So, and also it's beginning of August. It is so super hot, isn't it?
Yeah, we're regularly hitting 40 and above now.
Yeah, so doing anything during the day is just impossible. But yeah, I've got to do this now.
I'm going to make a drink.
We need to test this.
Is it intact?
Well, it's a bit thrown around, but it's intact.
Oh, our stone sink has arrived.
Oh, no, we've got a chip on it.
Oh, great. It's been dropped down there. We've got a chip on our sink. Oh, how disappointing. Luckily, it's not a big chip, but they've dropped it on this there, because you can see where it's all. Well. This is what R2 got up to last night. Destroyed the box that the sink came in. So the company were kind enough to give us a couple of options. We could return it for a replacement, or we could have some money off because it's damaged. Now we can't return it for a replacement because one of our two has destroyed the box. So hopefully, where the damage is, which is just there, it's got a chip, and the chip can't be stuck back on because it's in several pieces. We've now got to see if we can polish that out.
Well, it seems our Saturday afternoon has been a little bit ruined, or rudely interrupted, I should say, because we've got this going on not too far away. So that is a fire at or near Sortella, and by the looks of it on the map, that's actually a fire right next to the abandoned hotel that we did a video of a few months ago, or last year I should say. So we're keeping a very close eye on this one. So that is a better view of the fire. It's still a fair few kilometres away from us. We've got friends that live up in the mountains over here. And they've been watching it basically come along down from the wind turbines, a set of wind turbines over there. And you can definitely smell the smoke. So yeah, so I'm just going to keep an eye on this one and see if it's coming over the hill or not, because all this scrubland here is pretty much all that separates our farm from this area. It's all like this, and fire burns pretty quickly through this stuff, and it's travelling in our direction. So it's 5 AM or just after here in Portugal, and Barbara's just woken me up saying she can smell a lot of smoke, and we have definitely got smoke nearby, and the wind direction changed overnight and is now blowing towards us. And if I use my torch up in the air, hopefully you can see the smoke, and that's ash falling. So it's coming from the direction where the fire was yesterday. So I'm going to go and have a little look and find out if the fire spread down towards us. So the smoke is so thick, bloody chicken, we can't even see Korea, which is over there, or Kavir, which is over there, and you can see how much the smoke is in the, or around the farm. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be venturing very far today. Just been checking on Google Maps because there is a layer that you can do for fire. This area here is the bit that's alight. It was originally 2 fires, they've now combined, and this is where we are, so not that far. The next day we had to take a drive down to Fundão to collect some tile samples and do some shopping. The other fire that was on the side of the Estrella mountain had really taken hold by this stage and was now filling up the entire valley in and around Cavilla and the area that we live in. It was a very eerie feeling driving through, middle of the day, and not being able to see very much. A really, really strange experience.
So the fire that is south of the Estrella is still out of control. The smoke is really thick, and now it's starting to fill the valley again. So it's 7:30 in the morning. And probably in about an hour we won't be able to see anything down in the valley. The smoke is so thick we can't even see the city lights. So we've been up now for at least a good hour. The smell of smoke has got really strong, and the wind direction's changed. Our morning daily walk no longer consists of just Daisy and Duke. Here comes Roscoe. And there goes Luna. But the cats get distracted very easily, and it makes it a long walk. So this is one of the fires that's completely filling the valley with smoke. There's actually another one behind it as well. So it's about 9:30, and this is how much ash from the fire is coming down. It's a lot.
Right now we're in a little bit of a strange situation. We've actually got blue sky here, and this is the first blue sky we've seen in 2 days. The whole valley has been full of smoke, but we've got a little bit of blue sky. However, behind me, in that direction, there is a very large fire on the southern side of the Serra da Estrela mountain, and that is what's creating all this smoke here in the background. It may not pick it up on camera, but it's quite dark smoke there, but it's drifting all the way up. The fire's actually in this direction over here, but it's burning really out of control. It's a real problem. Then we have this clear patch where we can actually see the mountains. We haven't been able to do that for 2 days. And then up in this direction behind us is the smoke coming from a fire at a place called Sabugal.
Well, and Sortella, but they've now
two fires that
merged.
That was the one that was the most concerning because it got within 4 kilometres of us, which sounds like a long way, but there is nothing behind our farm to the fire. It's just really just scrubland. So that was of concern because of how quickly the fires can spread if the wind gets up. Luckily, the wind isn't very strong today. However, it's due to change in the next few days, and that's what they're really concerned about with the fires. As soon as the wind picks up, the fires can travel very quickly, and it can actually leapfrog itself with the embers. So they're doing their best to put it out. Sadly, some people have obviously lost their homes, lost their farms and that sort of thing, so our hearts go out to them. And I believe also we've had 2 firefighters in Covilla unfortunately die in a road traffic accident while they're trying to get to one of the fires. What is quite shocking about all this, though, is a huge majority of the fires here were actually started deliberately, or certainly through negligence, people having barbecues, people using equipment they shouldn't be using, and it's just so dry here at the moment, the slightest spark and up it goes. So our thoughts go out to those people who are affected, and we will keep everybody updated.
the barrels are down there. It's 3:30 and the valley is starting to fill up with smoke again. And what should be a very bright sunny day the sun is just covered with cloud. Sorry, the smoke cloud. In another couple of hours, we probably won't even see any blue sky.
Morning. It's the 19th of August, it's Tuesday. So the fire that was in that direction yesterday, this is the Sabergirl fire, overnight moved about 4 kilometers and is now directly behind us. And it's gained about 4 kilometers overnight. It's still, according to the satellite imagery, it's still about 6 kilometers from us. We're not too sure that's correct given the amount of smoke that's behind us. I don't know whether or not the camera's picking it up. We're going to take a very quick drive up the road just to try and suss out where it is. We're not going to get in the way of any emergency vehicles or anything.
Because it's now really windy.
Because it's very windy, as you can see.
And it's only got a hill.
Yeah, or 2 hills before us. So, yeah, there's fire planes above. But this wind is a nightmare for them.
It's not helping.
So we're going to have a look.